Hello, I'm McGregor. You haven't seen me in like a couple months, but you know, that's perfectly fine. But today, since the Harbingers are all hot and amazing and great, I have brought to you a slideshow on my thoughts, because everyone's totally interested in my thoughts. Now, let's go. So, first off, we have Tortellini. He's known by many names. Kyle, Tartaglia, Ajax, and Sharon, but is ultimately known as Tortellini to the best members of the fam. If he ever gains water boiling powers, he'll make the best Tortellini because his head's Tortellini, you know? In this trailer, he has a lot of fucking drip. He still stands out kind of compared to them, but not really. His Tortellini is also pretty good. Like, I have a specific meal I eat with it. I eat that. It's great. It's amazing. Senora. You see, this is her new skin that's coming out, and unfortunately, that would be her skin, but it's not gonna be added because she kinda dead. Sorry guys, she's dead. I'm sorry. Rip Senora mains. I know, she was hot and you guys loved her. She's great. Fortunately, not alive anymore. Earlier, I tried going into our Senora mains. It said only specific people could see us, so they basically, it's like they're privated their video. It's great. She is pretty hot. I just didn't like her personality in game. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, we're not going over the new Harbingers as of yet. We're going over the first three we know of. Detour is later on. He wasn't present in the game beforehand, but he said that we were. Anyway, I didn't like her personality in game. She's pretty hot. It was because I liked Venti back then, and her taking epistenosis was not the best. Anyway guys, your copium people, I doubt she's gonna be revived. I sincerely doubt. Like, guys, stop coping. Next, we have Scaramouche. Ignore that first one, I didn't write that. Anyway, he's missing action from the Fatui. When watching the trailer, it said he was on his own thing. Detour said he was on his own. And once he said he conquered the Divine Gaze, that he would make his next move. But I'm not sure if that means the Fatui consider him to have betrayed them or something else. Either way, he's not present in this trailer and he got sidestepped and we don't get to see Scar out of a fur coat. It's very sad. Can you see before Scaramouche? I haven't looked into it much. I wasn't much of a lore person before this, but now I want to go into it. Not just for Scaramouche, but for the other Harbingers too. Next, we have Columbina. I've never seen her mentioned in the lore before, but in this trailer, she's pretty damn creepy. Like, her singing, her like, I don't know the tune. I kept on humming a tune throughout the day, but it wasn't hers. She's really cute. And out of all the regions I think she would make an appearance in, I think it would be Fontaine or Sishnael. I don't know, she just gives me those vibes. She also reminds me of Sealy. There isn't a lot there, but I think it's just the hair color. And she's probably also my favorite female Harbingers that represented. Yes. Next we have Monopoly Man with the long nose. He's similar to Tortellini. He has many names. Pulcinella for one of them. Monopoly Man, Igor. I've looked it up because I haven't played Persona, but I don't really think so. It's just a lot of people think so. And there's many more. And he's found to be someone that's like really nice on the outside, but is like scheming all types of shit. Because, I don't know, in his voice lines, Tortellini mentioned that he was like, how do I put it? He was taking care of Tortellini's brothers and sisters. He was really nice to them, gave him gifts and shit, but you know, like, the scheming old man, he's coming for your head. He's coming for your head. But like, if you get in his way, he'll come after you. And according to some of the leaks about the Harbingers, he might be playable. So maybe we get a new body type? Anyway, I also think he's very clearly, everyone that you say, I know we all love him. He's clearly the best, clearly. Imagine you a lot. Everybody's sipping for her. Fucking everybody. I would be into her, but I've been burnt out on Genshin recently, and I was not a good. And I have other favorites in this that aren't her, but she's really cool. This got me back into Genshin. It made this even the slideshow that I worked very hard on. Apparently, according to some lore, she runs an orphanage, which is really cool. And later on, I'm probably gonna be really more into her because like I really like Eula. And she reminds me a lot of her with her hair, short hair. She sounds pretty edgy. And as time goes on, we learn more about her personality and shit. I probably like her more. Syndrome. I'm not sure how you say her name. I've heard several pronunciations, but I'm not sure. Anyway, she's probably my least favorite design among the Harbingers, except for Monopoly Man. She just gives me a Barbara vibe and like a Mary Bo Peep vibe. I think I'm gonna go look up a picture and edit that in later. But I'm not sure about her design, but the wrong guy behind her, he's got some fucking drip. She has really interesting lore though, from what we've seen so far. And I wonder like if she ever gets playable, if we get to get them in room scene with her. We haven't heard Columbina's voice yet, so it could be her who like in the end of the trailer talked to Dottore. But I'm of the opinion it's probably Sandrone because I feel like they might have a tight relationship. They both worked on rune machines, so I feel like that's a thing that they might have interacted because she has one. Dottore worked at rune machines before. Maybe there's a relation there. There's also a theory going around that she's the one who created Catherine because of her outfit. is very similar, and she builds room machines. Like, she builds machines and androids and shit. And Catherine, she's definitely not human, so maybe it's Cinderella who built her. There's also similar relations in their outfits. I don't know how to describe it, but it's definitely there. But yeah, she probably worked with Tori in the past. I already mentioned that though, because he also worked on room machines, as evidenced by the child quest line. Anyway, I keep on reading Capitano's name like Mario. Capitano, Mario. It's funny. There's not a lot known about him, but I'm of the opinion that he's pretty damn cool. I like his voice. Some Fatui commented that they would rather work under him than Fedora. I think it was Victor in Mondstadt. They would rather work under him than Signora, so that means he probably treats underlings very well. Well, not very well, but you know. And Tortellini looks up this guy, so he's probably high ranked. Like, looked like that. He said, Tortellini himself said, I'm of the low rank, so that means he probably won't look at me, which means that implies he's higher rank. I personally think this guy is probably the second Fatui Harbinger. I don't know the exact placings, but I think he's the second, personally. Until we get more information, I'm gonna keep going on that thought. Apparently he runs some kind of Fatui army. I'm not sure on the specifics of that, but it was mentioned somewhere. I heard something, wasn't reading exactly, but you know, he runs some kind of Fatui army. Pants. So here on the very right, we have a picture of Jean wearing pants and pants wearing Jean. That's him. He's basically hot Arbiju, and I'm not complaining because he's hot. I'll probably vote for him. Pretty damn cool. Anyway, he's similar to Monopoly Man, that he probably seems nice on the inside, but is very scheming on the inside, because he's the one who's running the economic industry in Stretnaya, and he's the one who created Northern Bank. So we can assume that he's probably where the majority of Fatui's funds come from. He's also my second favorite of the Harbingers pants. I never say his actual name of this. Anyway, Piero. He has one of the coolest designs of Fatui for me. Anyway, he's known as the Jester, and he's the one who recruited many other people in the Fatui. There's some headcanons stating that he might be related to Dana and Kaya, parental sense. I personally don't think this is the case, however, because his actual lore says that he was outcasted by the sages and higher ups of Kanya, meaning that he's probably a low position, meaning he can't be Kaya's father because Kai is a prince, if I remember correctly, and Dane is the captain of the royal guard. So it wouldn't make sense for him to be of their standing. I mean, he might be Dane's father and just have a low position himself, but he looks too cool for that. I don't know. Anyway, has a sick design, and like Monopoly Man, he could be a new body type, so more hype for new body type and shit. Yeah, he's known to become from Connery because of his star-like eyes and his mask. I'm a fan of the world over his design for a lot of times. Hope it's his human game. And now we have my favorite Harbinger. He was the first one seen in the Genshin universe, and oh my god, he had a glow up. Like, I have two pictures on screen, and this is manga Dotori, and that is teaser Dotori, or the current Genshin Dotori. And I'm like, wow, you're hot now. Anyway, he's now my favorite Harbinger. I mean, before, he was my favorite of the ones we had known, because I like crazy fucking people. But now he's hot, and he's crazy. So there's more on that for me. Anyway, based on the wording used in the teaser, there probably are different versions of him in each stage of his life, which means that the one in the manga was probably a younger version because of the hair, I would assume, unless he got like a haircut while he was older. I sincerely doubt. But now we have this one, and he's probably going to be the Harbinger we see in Sumeru because of him burning that divine tree in Sumeru. That is all of the Harbingers that I have opinions on. They're all pretty damn cool, if I do say the most of myself. That's the end of this. These are my thoughts on Harbingers. Comment what you guys like down about what you like about each Harbinger, about your favorite Harbinger, and I'll see if I agree with you. See you guys.